That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The beard has gone. It has officially disappeared. Hi everyone, welcome. Lovely, lovely, lovely spring day here in Tokyo today. And I decided to come for a bit of a walk, so I just thought I'd bring the camera with me because I'm on a bit of a... Oh look, cherry blossoms. Oh, that's what I'm... That's what I'm here to talk to you about today, is all about cherry blossoms. So we have, so basically I'm going for a walk, and I thought I would do the intro while going for a walk because I don't have too much time today. And I'm going for a walk because I could do with shedding, you know, a kilogram or 10. So I'm coming for a walk, going for a walk. With all this camera gear as well, so that's going to add. It's like doing a little army regime, you know, just walking around with your. This thing is on, right? Yeah. Now that I have ascertained that my camera's working, because I've been arsing around with it for so freaking long, I want to talk today about why. What this bumper show is going to be completely about. So I want to describe today that not just only is the Hanami season just about cherry blossoms falling on my head like it is right now, but it is also about the fact that the seasons change. Everything changes here, and also the Japanese have a very deep connection to Hanami season. You know, it's been written throughout their history of paintings and things like that, where Hanami has been celebrated throughout time pretty much. So it is ingrained deeply in culture here, and it's a wonderful season. Everybody loves it. It's just fantastic, and as you can see, the weather has changed. So what I've done with this vlog is I have not just recorded just going out and just taking pictures of the leaves and stuff like that, because that would be really dull. What I've done is I've recorded this probably, I think it's over like 4 weeks, and in that time I hope to show a bit of a changing of the season, and we're almost at the end of the season now. It's kind of getting a bit greener, but you'll see what it comes out like in the end. So if you enjoy this vlog, bang subscribe, bang the like button, give me some comments and feedback, and let the show begin. Come down here in the morning so that it is nice and quiet. Obviously the stalls aren't open yet. I think it's like before 8 o'clock, but you know, if you want a good time to go and enjoy all of this stuff while a bit of peace and quiet, that's the time to do it. So let's go and talk a little bit about how to take pictures and things like that with cherry blossoms. This old lady's really noisy. Okay, so the one thing to note is that the petals are the white bits, obviously, right? But when they first open, everything seems really, really white. So pro tip number one, wait a little bit, and then when they fully open, you get to see the insides, which are destroying sacrilege. And then you get the pink bit, which actually gives you more of a pink photograph. So wait it out. Pro tip number 2. Come and do this whole photograph thing in the morning because the light is better and you will just get so much more better results. And it actually looks more pink in the morning than it does in the afternoon light. So, ooh, a turtle. You see him? Oh yeah, he's happy. Look at him. She's chilling out there going, ah, look at my sun. Give me the sun, baby. Give me the sun. Oh yeah. So I've come to Yaskuni Jinja because I was actually in the area anyway, and so I just thought I'd pop across the road and have a look. This place is just superb. And so this place is quite famous for being the official kind of timekeeper for cherry blossoms in Tokyo. So they watch one of the trees just over behind me, I mean probably that big ass one right behind me there, and they watch that, and then basically every day the news stations will show a picture of that. Oh, almost, it's almost here, it's officially Hanami time. So yeah, it's a great little place to be. I've always been around here taking pictures for years because I used to work here. One of the best places in Tokyo to come and see Hanami. So yeah, if you're ever around this area, definitely check it out. So I am in Roppongi Ichome station, not far from there, and what I'm doing is I'm on a bit of a hunt for some good sakura cherry blossom stuff. I don't know what I actually like more, taking pictures of the cherry blossoms or taking the pictures of the people who are taking pictures of the cherry blossoms. I do it all the time. I take pictures of other people. Check this out. And I don't get run over. Right, have a look at this. Whew. Nothing ruins the atmosphere of cherry blossom viewing than a bunch of cops with their lights. Good stuff, cops. Well done. Ah, they're telling people to hurry up and move on. Alright, my taking the piss out of the police was a little bit hasty. That is bright. It's also this time of year where you realize that how much Japanese people spend on cameras. Because the rest of the year, you never see a camera, you never see a tripod, nothing. You know, you see people taking pictures on their cell phone, but now this time appears. It's like, gotta bring the camera out and the tripod. It's been sitting in a dusty shelf for like 3 years. We're gonna take it out today because it's cherry blossoms. So because this is Roppongi, it also means that everybody in expensive cars have come down here. Actually, check this out, check this out. Check this out. Oh yeah, I like that. That is a very nice car. Very nice car. She looked a bit nervous that I brought out a camera. Well, buy a car like that, what do you bloody expect? People are gonna look at it. It's the whole point of it, isn't it? That's why you buy a sports car. One thing I do wonder a lot, because I'm like that, I wonder weird things. I wonder, what do people do with all these pictures? You know, it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna take a picture of a cherry blossom close up with my tripod. And then it's just like, what am I gonna do with that? I'm put it on social media, put on Facebook. 1,000 likes. It's exactly the same pictures they took last year. I just can't do it for myself, I just can't. Let's bump the colour saturation up to the pinks, because let's be honest, sakura cherry blossoms are white. So all those pictures you see and they're all pink, you know what they've done. You know what they've done. They've cheated. Right. I'm going home, gonna get some grub and see if I can find anywhere else I can take the piss out of people. Hey guys, so I'm back in the park that I started my day off in, and as you can see now it's a lot better. So it's a beautiful time, lots of people hanging around. I'm probably sure there's going to be a bunch of drunk people at the end of this row. Don't blame them. So yeah, it's pretty cool around here. And so yeah, everybody here has parked themselves, drinking, eating, having a good time. Check it out. So if you're wondering what the writing is on these, you can see this up here. So what these are is that the local companies in the area, they all sponsor this as a kind of event, and so everybody comes here and, you know, sees their logos and their support, and so it's kind of like a given. And so yeah, it's lots of little companies do it. And if you look at like the traditional tories, you know, the red gates, they also have names on them because they're also sponsored as well, sometimes by very large companies. And if you go to a Sarcasm, there's that big lantern in the middle, and if you look underneath it, I think it's like a big electronics store. Actually has the sponsorship for that. So, sumimasen, gomen nasai. Slammed into somebody. And so hopefully it's not too bright, because it's hard to adjust the colours here. And so now we're coming up to all the stalls. There's some good stuff down here. So look. So we have fish. Oh, too bright, too bright, too bright. Wieners. Candied apples. Grilled chicken. Oden. Oden is like, I don't know what you can call oden. I'm probably out of focus, come up, sorry. So I've come here. This is probably the last weekend now that I think we're gonna get much sakura action. We are pretty much all of the leaves are starting to come off, and what we'll find is that over the next couple of days is that everything will just gradually turn green, which is one of the best things about this whole thing is because you get to see the full season. Unlike the UK, in which not really a full season, it is basically just grey and more rain. So at least here in Japan, you know, it's a lot nicer. Somebody set up a tent. I mean, if you're gonna set up a tent, it's a good place to do it. It's my daughter. Okay, so yeah, it's great, but this is all about to change, and once it's done, I'll put that on as well. So one of the things is that people think that cherry blossoms are always pink, but that's not always the case. You also get ones like this, which are nice and red. Some of them are earlier than the normal cherry blossoms. There's peach blossoms and ume blossoms and all of this kind of stuff, but it's all still classed as cherry blossoms. But yeah, this is the season. They're all kind of timed just slightly different. But the cherry blossom is the widest known one. So that's why it's probably the most famous, even if it is the most white. But this one, even though it's quite late in the season, this one's still quite sheltered here. So this is quite, whoa, almost fell off the floor there. This one's pretty good. So we've been pretty lucky today because I managed to find this nice little spot, put all the stuff down, sit under the cherry trees, drunk a beer. Necessity here in Japan, you gotta drink a beer, and yeah, just have all the cherry tree leaves, petals, it's a petal, isn't it, it's not a leaf, drop on you, and yeah, as you can see behind me, it's lovely. Luckily the park has just reopened as they've resurfaced a bunch of things, so I think most people don't even realize that it's open. So we managed to get a nice little spot, and nothing is in oh, my daughter's here. So here we are, a whole 1 week since you saw all of the cherry blossoms around here, and now it's what, 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks from the time that I started doing this. So you can see all around me now, everything is completely green. Summer's on its way, and that's probably the end of this video, to be honest. It's probably long enough. So with that said, please bang the subscribe button. Give me some likes, give me some comments. Is there something you want to see around Tokyo? Let me know, and I will do my best to try and get that to you guys. So thank you very much. I hope I'm in focus, and with that, I'll leave you a picture of Tokyo Tower with some cherry blossoms. Catch you later.